Mike Ejiofor, a former director of the Department of State Services (DSS), has called for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, a Finland-based factional leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB). Ejiofor, in a statement issued on Tuesday, June 4th, condemned Ekpa's activities, describing them as worse than those of Nnamdi Kanu, and insisted that Ekpa be returned to Nigeria to face trial. Ekpa, who has proclaimed himself the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile, is accused of masterminding attacks on security checkpoints and formations in the southeast by unknown gunmen. These attacks have significantly destabilized the region, causing widespread fear and insecurity. Ekpa is also the primary instigator behind the sit-at-home mandate enforced in eastern states on Mondays, which have resulted in brutal killings of civilians and security agents, paralyzing economic activities and causing substantial hardship for residents. In his statement, Ejiofor criticized Ekpa's influence and legitimacy, highlighting the destructive nature of his actions. Simon Ekpa is not a genuine representative of reasonable people, but rather an influencer of misguided elements. Ejiofor stated he challenged Ekpa's commitment to his cause, suggesting that if Ekpa were serious, he would return to Nigeria to lead his followers directly. If he is serious, he should come back to Nigeria and direct people to commit crimes. He's a voice for misguided elements. He's not a voice for reasonable people. I can't be listening to him. Most people cannot be listening to him as well. Ejiofor further urged the Nigerian government to initiate negotiations with Finnish authorities to facilitate Ekpa's reputation or repatriation. What he's doing in Finland is worse than what Nnamdi Kanu was doing. He should be repatriated for trial. He emphasized the call for extradition underscores the urgency and severity of Ekpa's alleged crimes and the need for international cooperation to address such cross-border issues. Ejiofor's remarks come in the wake of a recent attack by unknown gunmen on a military checkpoint in Abia State, Abia State, which resulted in the death of several soldiers. This attack is part of a series of violent incidents attributed in the faction led by Ekpa, which has led to increased calls for decisive action to restore peace and security in the affected regions. The former DSS director's comments reflected a growing concern over the escalating violence in the southeast and the role of external actors in fueling domestic instability. By urging the Nigerian government to seek Ekpa's extradition, Ejiofor highlights the need for a robust response to ensure accountability and justice for the victims of the ongoing violence. As the situation continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how the Nigerian government and its international partners will address the complex challenges posed by Ekpa and his followers. The call for his extradition marks a significant step in the broader effort to curb the activities of those who threaten national security from abroad. Okay, um, does it mean that Ejiofor is not in this country? Because from the angle of the government, from the angle of Ekpa and his followers, all everybody has a fault. The same set of people are the same people who just left the scene of a government. I mean, Buhari. We saw all that they did. They tried several times to make sure that they bring him back, but were they really serious about it? And again, are you telling this government? Are you telling me that they don't know what to do, or you are just, of course, you are just airing your own opinion, but the government is not even serious. The government is not sincere. What the Ekpa himself is doing is not even the right thing to be done, because when you have a government who is so partial, who does not even believe in equity, this is what you are, and that is what is leading to all manner of things. When you hear people going to where government has a facilities, infrastructures that the government has built, they manage to even build. People go there and begin to remove some parts and begin to sell. It's not as if maybe those materials or whatever they use for that infrastructures have been there for a very long time. They just newly did them, and you see people going to remove them and be selling them, and which we are even saying that the government has been, from the past government and the present government, they always boast of using billions of naira to do all manner of projects. At the end of the day, we are not even seeing anything. It's not even changing the face of the country, not to talk of even the little one they do. Some people will go there and be removing it. And some people come and tell you that, oh, why are some Nigerians behaving the way they are behaving as if they are mad people? No, the madness starts from the top because they are not even sincere. When you see somebody who will carry billions of naira and you will talk about it, nothing will happen. Somebody who is larger than the authority. Just look at the issue of what is this man's name? Yaya Bello, the former governor of Kogi State. How can they tell us that they declare somebody wanted? The person is still in this country and he has not left. You know, you cannot arrest the person. And see today, as if Nigerians knew, but Nigerians felt that maybe no, Yaya case is going to be a different one. What we're used to before was to just okay, yeah, somebody will be accused of one corruption or the other, and you invite the person, and people will be thinking that okay, there's going to be good outcome at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, nothing will happen. So that is what we are used to. But this boldness that they wanted to arrest somebody and another sitting governor said you cannot arrest the person. Until today, we didn't hear anything. Some people had already said that forget it, no matter the tactics they want to use, no matter how genuine it will appear that they are serious about fighting the corruption, that it will still end the same thing. And they have been proven right. So when you have people like that, you see INEC, they will go all over the world to tell people, encourage people that come and vote. We are going to do things differently. And at the end of the day, before your very eyes, they are doing shabby things. And you see the judiciary, see what is happening. Akpabio is there. He did not even buy ticket. He did not contest for the election to become Senate. Now is the Senate president. The same thing, Ahmad Lawan. All of them before our very eyes. And they are there. And you expect somebody not to be mad and be removing government infrastructures here and there. We are joking in this country. And that is what has given birth to the way and manner at which Ekpa himself is behaving. You can't tell me that the Nigerian government knows what it's doing. You went to bring kidnap somebody from Wele somebody from Kenya. Till today, government the same court say release him. You say no, you're not going to release him. Somebody was even telling us that he was discharged, he was not acquitted. Who does that? Where does that kind of a thing happen? And you are coming to tell us that people will not misbehave. Everybody is just misbehaving. So that is what is leading to it. That is what I can really say. Like I said from the beginning, both the government has its fault, Ekpa himself has its fault. So who is going to be the middleman that will do the correct things? The government, but they are not ready to do the right thing. They want other people to be law abiding, but they cannot be law abiding. They can never be law abiding. It's not done. And that is the reason why most of the time you see the lawlessness is just the way it is. They will use all of those things to distract the people. Just be doing your own thing. Of course, they have upper hand at the end of the day, but if you over misbehave, they will use it to shine. So, my people, that is my own opinion. I know you might have a different opinion, but I'm just looking at away from what we used to know, what we used to talk about. Oh, why is Ekpa doing it? Oh, they are saying they are fighting for Biafra, they are fighting for their people, and they are against their people. We have said all of those things several times, and all of those encompasses on what I said, that we all have our faults. Let me just even put it that way. Until we are ready to do the right thing. If not, forget about it. So if you don't get it, forget about it. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.